Sunday morning Mass in Iqaluit.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
In the remote northern city's only Catholic church, parishioners are preparing for a special visitor.
I told my mom, the Pope is coming to Iqaluit. Do you want to come to Iqaluit? Oh my God, that's my dream to go see the Pope. Yes, I will come.
On Friday, Pope Francis will make a brief stop in Nunavut's capital. And these Catholics will form part of his official welcoming party.
It feels great. Feels great.
At a ceremony, Rhoda Ungmala will recite the Lord's Prayer in Inuktitut.
Give me a preview of that. First one line or two.
Ungmala first met the Pope back in March, part of the delegation of Indigenous leaders invited to the Vatican. She delivered a gift, the sealskin pouch, and a message.
I told him to apologize from the heart. It's a long time coming, and he needs to do that.
The Pope is expected to apologize in person to Nunavut's residential school survivors. Around 60% of Iqaluit's population is Indigenous, and many were forced to attend Catholic-run schools where abuse was rampant. Peter Ernuk was 11 when he was assaulted by a nun for not speaking English.
Residential school was a horrible living. It's a horror story about how we were taken away forcibly from our parents.
The Pope's apology is largely symbolic, of course, but local churches here in Iqaluit may soon be forced to pay a very real price. As a result of a bylaw passed here in April, starting next year, churches will no longer be automatically exempt from property taxes. The bylaw passed unanimously in the wake of the discovery of unmarked graves. Churches, along with other community groups, must now apply for tax relief. The funding is capped with strict conditions.
It is unfair. It is a kind of revenge or a kind of game.
The local Catholic priest says the tax may limit their ability to offer services, from weddings and funerals to hospital and prison visits, for free.
For some churches, they can bankrupt with that tax.
Everyone is lacking in resources.
The local MP defends the bylaw, noting the city is struggling to pay for basic services.
It's not fair to the rest of the municipality to have to carry the burden of a faith-based group that itself is part of the history of colonialism.
The new tax has proved polarizing here. The per capita impact of residential schools was highest in the north. But despite their traumatic history with the church, 3/4 of Iqaluit's population still identifies as Christian. Most are Anglican.
In the early days, our parents were very much going to church and following, the teachings of the Bible.
Abraham Tagalik is a residential school survivor, a former radio host, and co-founder of the Aboriginal People's Television Network. He believes the sun is setting on the church's prominence.
They've kind of lost the control they used to have. The young people today, they don't go to church, they don't read the Bible, they're not really religious in any way anymore. I think it was kind of forced on us at that stage, and it was all part of converting us.
The discovery of unmarked graves and a papal apology are prompting a rethink over the traditional role and rights of the church in Canada, including in its northernmost city. Jeff Semple, Global News, Iqaluit.